So today we're going to be talking about this man right here, Sean O'Malley, because something was said by Dana White yesterday that just doesn't sit well with me. Let's take a listen to what Dana White was saying. Let's get this large screen. Let's go.
Man, Marab looks so great last out. Sean O'Malley posted on social media that he's going to be in the house on Saturday. What's your plan for him? What's his next fight?
Yeah, I think he.
Now, the logical answer there would be Petr Yan too. Now, by the way, that guy who's saying Marab looks so great out there last time round, I don't think he's going to let you suck it, but I appreciate your attempt. Respect. But yeah, Dana White's answer right here should be Petr Yan too. Obviously, that's the fight to make, but let's take a listen. Let's take a listen. By the way, I'm on to Dana White. This guy's going to be making an exit very soon. On the board of directors of Meta. No. Some of the other shit he's been saying. This guy's going to be gone from the UFC very soon, but that's a completely different video. Let's hear you, Dana. Let's hear you say Petr Yan too.
He's going to be watching this fight closely and could possibly fight the winner.
Tell him. Let's just finish the clip.
Sometime soon, sometime this year?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know how Saturday's going to play out yet, so we would make that decision the following Tuesday in matchmaking.
Man, Marab looks so great last out.
So, Sean O'Malley's basically going to be getting an immediate title rematch.
Bruh.
Tell me how. How does that make any sense? Like, let's just hear what Dana White had to say when he was talking about it again.
Sometime soon, sometime this year?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know how Saturday's going to play out yet, so we would make that decision the following Tuesday.
The decision to make is Petr Yan too. Like, that isn't a hard decision to make. I mean, everybody has been saying that since O'Malley lost the belt, and especially since Petr Yan just beat Deiveson Figueiredo the way he beat him, that O'Malley versus Yan 2 is the fight to make, a 5-rounder. Like, and the perfect card is on the horizon as well. You've got UFC 314 in Miami. The perfect card to have that rematch, in my opinion. Sean O'Malley on there with Petr Yan. 5-round co-main event. That's just cinema. That's amazing. That's the fight that needs to be made. I don't understand. Like, this is the problem with Sean O'Malley, right? I like watching Sean O'Malley fight. In my opinion, he is one of the most entertaining fighters to watch currently in the UFC.
Huh?
But the UFC have done this with Sean O'Malley ever since he joined the promotion. They have literally tried to shove Sean O'Malley down our throats. Pause. But like I said, I like watching him fight. Obviously, he is the former Bantamweight champion, but he's got one title defense, and his title defense is against Chito Vera.
But what the hell, boy?
Like, I understand he beat Aljamain Sterling, who I consider the greatest UFC bantamweight of all time, currently, unless Merab beats Umar. I understand that, but let's not act like there wasn't shenanigans going on with that matchup. There was. The UFC. We've seen it in the documentary. The UFC kind of peer pressured Aljamain Sterling, who wasn't fit to take the fight. Why didn't you say no to that fight, Aljo? But anyway, like I said, I'm a fan of watching Sean O'Malley fight. I think he's really awkward in interviews. Don't know why I felt the need to bring that up. Just wanted to tell you that. Not really that has anything to do with does he deserve a title shot or not. But I thought I would just add that in there, to be honest. But yeah, he doesn't deserve it. He got smoked by Merab, let's just be honest. I know people say the fight was close. He did have moments in there. And this might sound crazy. In my opinion, he's got the best chance outside of Umar of beating Merab. Because I feel like you need to chin Merab, you need to finish Merab to beat him. I think people will struggle to go 5 rounds with him, especially with the gas tank and the pace that Merab can put on. But I just don't see why he deserves an immediate title rematch. And the fact that nobody's really saying anything about it, but we're quick to judge the likes of Israel Adesanya whenever he got his immediate rematch against DDP. Obviously very different. You know, you could say, well, he won the belt and then lost it right away to Sean Strickland. But Israel Adesanya done a lot more in the middleweight division than Sean O'Malley ever done in the bantamweight division. And the thing that's annoying is, like, it's not as if outside of the Umar fight for Merab, there's essentially no one left. Petr Yan has made himself a number one contender, essentially, again. You've got, obviously, Sean O'Malley there. You've got Corey Sandhagen, Davidson Figueiredo, obviously them two aren't in the same category as Petr Yan and Sean O'Malley, but like that's how the division should be booked. You've got Merab versus Umar now. Take that matchup off. Whoever wins that, realistically, if Merab loses to Umar, we know the UFC aren't going to give him an immediate title rematch because he's not Sean O'Malley. We know that. So they're going to move on. So I feel like then Umar isn't going to make a really quick turnaround all of a sudden. The guy isn't an active fighter. That's if he wins. And even Merab, I know he said he wants to have so many title fights in this year. He's never been an active fighter. So it's not as if we're going to get these quick turnarounds. The UFC should just book Sean O'Malley, Petr Yan for 5 rounds. UFC 314 co-main event. That's the fight that should be made next for Sean O'Malley, Petr Yan. Then you do Davidson Figueiredo versus Corey Sandhagen. That then clears up like who's next and then who's next after that for the title. And then whoever loses out of Merab versus Umar, then you book them against the winner of Song Yadong, Henry Cejudo. I've just saved the UFC's Bantamweight division. I don't understand why O'Malley would be getting an immediate title rematch. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, you'll give Sean O'Malley, who had 1 title defense against Chito Vera, and like, Chito Vera's ranked number 6 in the UFC's Bantamweight division.
But what the hell, boy?
No one's yet to explain to me how he's there. His last win's against Pedro Munoz, who isn't even in the top 15. Like, people complain about Umar, his position in the rankings. What about Chito Vera's? It's worse. This guy is ranked number 6. I don't know how we've ended up talking about Chito Vera here and slating him, but that needs to get off my chest. Aljamain Sterling, the greatest UFC bantamweight of all time, the work that guy done in the UFC bantamweight division, beating the likes of Corey Sandhagen, beating Petr Yan, beating TJ Dillashaw, beating Henry Cejudo, and then he does the UFC a favour by stepping in to save, I can't remember what number card it was, but it was a card in Boston to give Sean O'Malley his title shot when he arguably lost to Petr Yan anyway. So, stepped in, saved that card, give the UFC what they wanted. He loses to Sean O'Malley, yes, but then he doesn't get an immediate title rematch. But Sean O'Malley, who has 1 title defense against Chito Vera, will. I don't get it. It's stupid. Like, I really just don't understand it. And like I said, I like watching Sean O'Malley fight. If I could pick someone to be champion in the bantamweight division, it would be Sean O'Malley. He's easily the most entertaining fighter in that division. Top 5 most entertaining fighters to watch in the UFC. I love his striking style, but this just isn't it. This just is not it. Dana White privilege at its finest. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you again in the next one. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Yeah. Not making much sense to me. Yeah. Don't know why I've waited this long. Should have ended it about 2 minutes ago, but see you in the next one.